Hello everybody, this is Strut. Thanks again for taking the valuable time out of your day to watch and listen to one of my videos. I really appreciate it. This video is shot in a Caspian Border match. Coincidentally, the match is along the same, it was in the same night that I played the other one that I just posted the other day with my River Sen MVP match, so you're going to see some of the similar names of some of the opponents in the match. But anyway, again, in this one, I don't know any of the people in this match. It's me and some other guys. And in this one, I did something that I have never done yet in Battlefield 3. I jumped into a attack chopper and flew as a gunner. I am the absolute worst helicopter jet pilot in the world. There's no way in hell I'm going to do it because I suck at it. but I am a decent enough gunner, and usually back in the old Battlefield Bad Company 2 days, I would gun for somebody like Yat, who was one of my buds from the NTA. He was a freaking amazing helicopter pilot, and I would jump in there and gun for him, and we would just blast the hell out of everybody and do really well. But I haven't had the opportunity yet in Battlefield 3 to even sit in a gunner seat of any helicopter, so other than the Huey, but not an attack chopper. So here in this one, I actually got a chance to do it with this fella who was flying, and it turns out the dude was amazing. Oh my God, he's a really good pilot, man. And I gotta tell you, I had so much fun flying around with this guy, just blasting the hell out of stuff. I think I only got 6 kills, something like that. I forget. I didn't look at the end there, and I died 3 times, but I only died once from being shot. Somebody sniped me with a pretty good shot out of the helicopter in one of the areas. The other 2 times, I think he clipped something or something. What we died is an accidental death. So I think he hit a wire, and I think he hit something else, but it wasn't as though someone took us down. It was an accident. So, but anyway, I really had a lot of fun with this guy. Unfortunately, he didn't have a mic, so I couldn't talk to him. So I just had to go by instinct and hope that I was going to help him out, because he was really good at zoning in on somebody, he's seeing him from a distance and marking him up, and you hear the tone, and then he's firing his missiles. And so I was trying to back him up with the heavy gun in the front of the helicopter there. And I actually did okay, got a bunch of people, but like I said, I really wish that we'd been able to speak, because I think we probably would have scored a heck of a lot higher. But we even took, if I remember correctly, I think we even took 2 bases in a helicopter, which is not something that happens all the time in the Xbox side. I don't know about PS3, and I don't know about PC. I'm gonna have to assume it's probably the similar thing where it's not really that often, because all you need to do is put an RPG inside a helicopter and it's toast. So I'm gonna assume that it's probably very similar, that they don't have as many helicopters capping bases like we do in the Xbox side. So I believe we did 2, maybe 3, but definitely 2 bases. Killed several tanks, shot down a couple helicopters, saw my old friend Deadpool, the guy that was in the River Sen map that I think we got him to a couple times. We definitely saw that name, and that's the name that I will not forget, because I happen to like the character from Marvel, and so I know for a fact his name popped up at least twice here when I was watching the video when I was editing it. So he's definitely in this one too. But as you see, this guy, man, he knows how to hover the ground. He knows how to pop up. He knows that when someone's painting him, he's shooting flares, or someone's taking a shot from the ground. All of a sudden, we're climbing altitude very quickly. He's able to get above other helicopters, so we're shooting down on him. Yeah, this guy has some skills at this stuff. I'm assuming that he's probably a Bad Company 2 guy, or maybe a Battlefield 2. I'm not sure. I never played Battlefield 2, so I don't know how the helicopters were there. But I did fly him in. Bad Company 2, so I did have an idea how they worked. But like I said, I'm not sure about this guy, but he definitely had some skills from prior experience, because you just can't pick up this ability and be able to fly like that, and that's not something that you can learn in I don't know any other games. I mean, I'm not even sure Halo. I never played Halo either, so I know they fly stuff, but not like this. So he must have come from the Battlefield world. But anyway, This guy was so good at this that I actually went, I believe, almost 6 or 8 minutes before I died the first time. And the first time we died was a complete accident. He clipped a wire or something like that. It wasn't as though we got shot down. And so we got hit a couple times, and I had to. He got out and he repaired the machine. And the reason I didn't get out was because I wasn't talking to him. I didn't want to get out and repair it and have him take off, and I'm in all frickin' nowhere. which has happened in the past in the other game where I got out with somebody I didn't know who they were, and they weren't talking to me because they didn't have a mic, and I'm repairing their device, and next thing I know, they're gone, and I'm sitting out in the middle of some place, probably usually was in the desert there, and I had no idea, you know, I'm like, yo, come back, and I even shot at them, and they still didn't do it. So, and anyway. So I just felt the best thing to do would be to just sit in the chopper while he jumped out and fixed it, so that one I could cover if anybody decided to try to come down and throw a rocket at us or strafe us. And it maybe, you know, if I got lucky, I'd get a piece of a plane or a helicopter as they came by. So that was kind of my tactic, because you know, normally I'm talking to somebody on the headset and we're communicating and working well, and I can say, hey, okay, I'm going to jump out, repair you, and then that person's gonna, you know, watch and make sure that, you know, no one's gonna try to blow us up. Like that's what we did back in the Bad Company 2 days. But I did not get a chance to do that with this guy. I tell you though, but it was okay. We were able to he got it fixed, and he jumped back in. We took off, and then we went and bagged another helicopter, and I think there was one that we ended up destroying the helicopter, and but the people bailed out, and that's where I was trying to figure out some way to let them know, hey man, they got out, they're on the ground, and if one of them's got a missile, we got a problem. I think he kind of knew, because he went right down to the ground and started hugging it and moving toward one of the flags, but then we got shot. Then he put it down and he repaired it. But I don't know. I don't know if he knew that. But again, I was just doing my thing, trying to cover him. So you know, that's why you're watching this, and you might be saying, hey, why didn't you jump out? You're the gunner. I did it because I didn't want to get left behind. Okay. So I didn't want to get left behind. I didn't want to do the long walk back, because this map is freaking huge. This Caspian Border is unbelievable, and I gotta tell you, man, I still really wish that DICE would let us get into this in the beta. I know you guys probably go, oh no, not that again, but really, man, as we're playing this thing, you know, I still don't get it. We should have, because I'll tell you, if we'd been able to do this. A lot of people who bailed because they were pissed off at this, just playing Metro as a console player, would have probably had a second opinion, because this is much closer to what Battlefield is and what it should be. Metro is a tight map, designed along the lines of Call of Duty, and I mean, it's an okay map. I don't mind playing it, although I'll tell you, the glitch they got in the Metro where somebody gets revived, I don't know how many times, it's 3, 4, 5 times, and next thing you know, they're in God mode and they're running around, and they're basically bulletproof until you put a rocket in their face. It's kind of annoying, and I hope that they fix it in the patch that's coming out for Xbox. I don't know if they do. I don't remember reading that, but I hope it's in there, because it's really freaking annoying when all of a sudden you got somebody, you got a dead bang, and they're not going down. It's kind of disconcerting. No, it's very disconcerting. It's not kind of. It very much is. But overall, though, the map's okay. But I like this Caspian Border is great, because you got tanks, you got jeeps, you got Humvees, you got helicopters, you got jets, you got your feet, you got all kinds of stuff that you can do in this map, and that's definitely a lot of fun. And another thing too is, because this is probably going to be it's probably going to be a long time again before I get to fly a helicopter. I'm actually leaving this entire match in this video, because I just had so much fun doing it, and I know I'm not going to get to do it again for a long time, because whenever we get into a map, there's the chopper horse that come in and grab the chopper, and you just don't have a choice. You're on the ground, driving a tank or something, which I'm much more comfortable with, but even still. So that's why I kind of left this whole footage in here too, is because it's going to be a long time again before I get to do one of these from the air. Just unfortunately, just how it is, man, when you play these matches. So that's why we're looking at this here, and so let me throw this out there to you guys. What is your take on these types of maps, and what is your take on these kind of people that hog the choppers, chopper whores, chopper hogs, whatever you want to call them? What is your feelings on that? Because I would be interested to know. It just seems to me it's much more prevalent now than it was in Bad Company 2. I mean, yeah, there was people that were flying it a lot, but it just seems to be we were able to get a chopper a lot easier or quicker, or more often than we can in this game. It just seems to be like they are like instantly gone. And I mean, is there a reason why? Are people automatically spawning next to these vehicles, or are they just able to run next to it? I mean, because it just seems to be when you go to spawn in the beginning of a match, for example, and you got to sit there and you got to watch that number. And does anybody look at that number and say, you know, this just is too much like waiting to go to Call of Duty? I mean, you know, like when you're getting ready to start a match in Call of Duty and everybody's bunched up and they're like bouncing around. Doesn't that look too much like that? I don't know. Why did they do that? You know, I mean, they're two different games. I mean, why do they have to go and try to bring something in from another game? Just let those guys have that and keep your own. Because the way they did it before in the other game was just you just show up and there you go. This one, I don't know. It just seems kind of annoying that they do it that way. But anyway, does anybody have any reason as to why? I'm just wondering. It just seems to be like they instantly spawn and they're in the plane already. I just, you know, I don't know. So I'd love to hear it. If you got it, just fire it off. Let me know in the comments section. All right. Well, I appreciate everybody taking the time to listen to me and watch, and hopefully you appreciated this young guy's or I don't know what he is, but this person's flying ability as much as I did. And thank you for taking the time to listen to me. If you want, leave a comment, leave me a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you feel. As always, subscribe for more. Let me know what you think. Any comments are only going to help the production, and I hope you all have a nice day or nice night, whatever it is when you're listening to this, and I will see you all on the battlefield. Have a good one. Bye.